Hi, King Boomer. I cannot decide whether you look like a Civil War general or a communist dictator, but either way, I don't like it. Hello, my Boomerizzles. How we doing? It's good to see you. Welcome back to the channel. And I enjoyed reacting to Dave Gorman's calendar skit that he did and his PowerPoint presentation so much that I'm going to do another Dave Gorman reaction. Now, he's got his own channel, so if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link for his channel in the description below this video. But this particular video where he's going to do a routine here, this is called What Happens When You Click on Clickbait. So, interesting. Interesting title already. But he was very quick. He seemed very intelligent, and I was very impressed the last time I reacted to him with his interaction with the audience and just how quick he comes up with a response, because the audience actually was coming up with some good questions with that calendar skit, and he answered them immediately. Maybe he practiced beforehand. I mean, you have to if you do stand-up, but I was very impressed by that. So, enough chit-chat. Let's get into it. Like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want, and let's check out Dave Gorman, What Happens When You Click on Clickbait. Here we go.
Earlier this year, I received an email from someone purporting to be Facebook themselves, telling me that I needed to reset my Facebook password. Now, normally, I would be concerned about this. I'd be thinking, are they really Facebook? Or are they a fake? Is someone trying to steal my details in some way? There were clues. You can your new password in attached document. Not a very good sentence, that, is it? Plus, there were some weirdly spelled words here, like fans. And I think if Facebook were going to send you a zip folder attachment, it wouldn't really be called Facebook. But there were other indications that this was, in fact, completely legit. A thing to be taken seriously. The main evidence being that it was sent on the 8th of June. And I knew, because I had been reading the Daily Express earlier that day, on the 8th of June, and I had read this story: if Facebook and Netflix ask you to reset your password, it is not a scam. Couldn't be clearer, could it? A very definite headline. It says it is not a scam. Which is a weird thing to say, isn't it? I mean, it is true that there were some legitimate Facebook password reset emails doing the rounds at that time, but the criminals who do the scam emails, trying to steal your details to make money in criminal activity, aren't sitting in their den going, hang on, guys, Facebook's having actual issues this week. They're sending real emails. Can we all just stand down the operation for a week, keep it fair? And the article knows that, which is why, in sentence 1, they introduced the word probably. This is as ridiculous as a headline can be. You might as well have a headline saying, if a stranger offers your child sweets, it's not dangerous and you don't need to worry at all. Yeah. Or if you find a mushroom you don't recognise, just eat it, you'll be absolutely fine, so you know.
No. I will say that, like, he's already got me thinking of all the platforms that I've been on. And I have a Facebook. It's a private one, though. It's not a public King Boomer Facebook. But in all my time having an account on different social media platforms, the only one that I've had that has literally gotten hacked, and it's gotten hacked multiple times, is my Facebook account, which is strange. And it's not because of anything I did. It just happens. Like, you know, you wake up one day and all of a sudden you're sending messages to everyone, and everyone's like, why are you sending these messages? And I'm like, oh, fuck, it looks like I got hacked. And I feel like that happens to a lot of people, but, you know, on other stuff, you know, it never been hacked in anything else. Knock on wood, I hope it doesn't happen. But it's just, Facebook is that place where your account can get hacked at the drop of a dime. But anyway.
I realised that this email had arrived on the same day that that article was published. I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit excited. I was thinking, hello, there's material here. I will find a whole load of unequivocal headlines about equivocal stories in the Daily Express and elsewhere. It will be a rich vein. That's what I was gearing up to do, and then I got distracted. I got distracted by something else on the same page. At the foot of the page, clearly labelled there, is a section of recommended stories. I don't think there's much doubt about what that means. I'm on the website of the Daily Express. How else am I supposed to interpret those words other than here are some stories that the Daily Express is recommending? And you'd assume that they would have read these stories before recommending them, wouldn't you? I mean, they must have read half of them because half of those are stories from the Daily Express itself. But the other half are from other sites. But one of those links in particular caught my attention. It was that one there. All of Hollywood mourns the loss of this legend.
Tim Allen?
And that's a picture of the actor Tim Allen, the star of Home
He's not
Improvement
dead.
and all those films about Christmas. And this is on the website of the Daily Express. And surely they wouldn't be saying someone is dead if they're not dead, would they? And I'm pretty sure I would know if Tim Allen had died. And I know it's him because I recognise the picture, because that is the photo he uses as his avatar on Twitter. So I found myself drawn to click the link. And when I did, I found myself on a website called Boreburn. And on Boreburn, there was an article called Celebrities You Didn't Know Passed, which is illustrated by a picture of Leonard Nimoy, a celebrity I did know had passed. And I immediately felt like I'd wandered into an area of the internet that I wasn't really happy to be in. But when I tried to leave the page, this pop-up appeared, trying to get me to go to other links on other parts of the World Wide Web. One of them being for celebrity suicide inside these stars' final hours. And that's illustrated with this picture of someone that I'm pretty sure is Kelsey Grammer, the guy who played Frasier. In fact, I know it is because I did some research and I found the original picture of Kelsey Grammer. And I can tell you for now, he hasn't committed suicide. And then I saw that one of the other links is for celebrities that gain so much weight you won't recognise them. And you know what? You won't recognise that celebrity because she's not a celebrity.
Yeah. Dude, I see, like... You know where I often see the links like that? Like he just played out... Whenever I'm on my phone and I go to Google and they have recommended articles, and I click on, usually I click on one, and the article is legit. It's, you know, whatever it is. And then at the bottom it has those links to other things, and then I have to admit, those things actually do make you want to click on them when you see something like that, like, you wouldn't recognize these celebrities today. And I'm like, oh, which celebrity gained 300 pounds? I want to know. But I usually restrain myself and don't click on them. But yeah, I see those all the time, and mostly when I click on those Google articles, and then below, once you finish reading, it has all those links.
She is a petty criminal called Karen L. Vasquez, who was arrested for contempt of court in 2006 in Florida. These are nonsense, surely.
Of course,
I don't
it's
know about
Florida.
you, but I am starting to think those might not be 20 of the bounciest boobs. Although I'll be honest, a small part of me was tempted to click on that link. Not that small part of me. I was tempted, not because I wanted to look at the boobs, but because I was curious about whether that link would lead me to pictures of 10 women or 20. How are they counting? How are they counting the boobs? I resisted temptation. I dismissed that, and I went back and looked at the original site.
That's actually funny.
When suddenly, my computer started talking to me.
Well, take a look at what happened. Seriously, £482,118 in the first month, and I'm simply blown away.
He isn't even moving his lips. But it turns out it wasn't Leonard Nimoy doing a from beyond the grave ventriloquist act. What it was another website that had opened up underneath Boreburn that I had no idea about until I moved some windows around and found it. And the website underneath it was this. It's called The Brit Method. The face of it is this man here. He's called Jason Taylor. Okay, and as you can see, he didn't graduate from college, and he's not a mathematician. So that's maths
That's
and
the top
English
line.
he's shit at. Okay, and he says he's found a guaranteed way of making millions of pounds in the stock market. Can't fail, works for everyone. £10,000 he will give you if it doesn't work. It's a risk-free investment. Its profits are guaranteed, absolutely guaranteed. And I'm thinking, this is surely a scam, isn't it? It must be a scam. Because I'm certain I'd seen it before. When I saw it before, it wasn't called The Brit Method with Jason Taylor. When I saw it before, I'm pretty sure it was called The Irish Method with Jason Flanagan. Look suspicious.
It changed countries. That's fucking funny. You know what this is making? Because I know there's people out there that see these things and they do click on them. And you know how I know that? Because I still get messages from time to time asking me, "Hey, I sent you a message because you told me to contact you on Telegram." And no, it's not me. We've gone over this. Those Telegram scammers are everywhere on YouTube. I don't even have a Telegram. I don't even know what it does. But apparently people are still asking me, like, "Hey, you told me you were going to give me something on Telegram. I'm here to collect." And I'm like, dude, it's not me. So the clickbait and scam stuff get people all the time, man. It sucks.
Viciously similar, doesn't it? I've also seen it called the Aussie method with Jake Perttu. I've also seen it called the Canuck method with Jake Mason. I've even seen it called La méthode française avec Jacques Pardou.
Jacques Pardou.
There is clearly something hooky going on here, isn't there? If you're not convinced that this is a con just by looking at these, then there are other ways of checking it out. For example, on the websites of the Brit method and of the Aussie method, there are videos from apparently satisfied customers. Let's see if there are any similarities between these videos. We'll start top left.
Well, take a look at what happened. Seriously.
Next one on the Aussie method.
Take a look at what happened. Seriously.
It's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? Almost word for word. It's like
Wait a minute. Hold on. Play it again.
Seriously.
Next one on the Aussie method.
Take a look at what happened. Seriously.
Why is the Aussie dude American or Canadian? I can't tell which, but he's definitely not an Australian. He ended up on the wrong site. They need to organize this.
It's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? Almost word for word. It's like they're reading a script or something.
$482,118 in the first month.
The same number, but in a different currency. 482,118, and beyond that coincidence, they both happen to be called Howard. Let's see if there are any more coincidences.
Thanks, man. I mean, I can't get over it. It's £764,000 in 29 days.
Yeah, you should spend some of
Bullshit.
that money on acting lessons, my friend.
Thanks, man. I can't get over it. $764,050 in 29 days.
Again, the exact same amount, but in a different currency.
Why is the Aussie one have a bunch of Americans? I need to know that. What, did they confuse the countries? Are they trying to lure Americans to the outback where they can strangle them and kill them and take all their money? I need to know.
Currency, and then
That is my account. It has £622,001 in it.
and £1.
My account has $622,001.
Exactly the same amount. This is beyond belief, isn't it? Surely.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't, no. Now, look, I'm not here to try and warn you off these things. I think you're smart enough to know for yourselves that this sort of thing is a con. But some people must fall for it, or they wouldn't keep running it, I suppose.
They do.
But I don't want to be misunderstood here. I don't want anyone to think I'm here trying to badmouth the Daily Express. Some people might be thinking, yeah, there's a connection there, isn't there? Because the money is flowing. And let's assume there are financial relationships. Presumably, I don't know, but you assume Brit Method must be paying Borburn for that to happen. And presumably, again, I don't know for sure, but presumably Borburn are paying to be on the Express. So some money is trickling down, right? It's a complicated area. Think about my relationship to the advertisers on this channel. Right, it's quite similar, isn't it? The advertisers are paying Dave the channel to be on their channel. And Dave the channel are paying me, Dave the Gorman, to make a programme for their channel, right?
Dave the
Basically,
Gorman.
our relationships are very clearly mine to the channel Dave and the Daily Express to the website Borburn. That's where the moral equivalence is, isn't it? You know, Dave pay me to make a show for them and Borburn pay the Express to pretend that a man is dead. And, Actually, that does sound bad now I've said it like that, doesn't it? That does sound worse. I'm sorry. I'll be honest with you, the lawyers are really clear that I've got to make some things very straightforward to you. Let me just explain exactly what is going on. Now, you're looking at the Daily Express website, OK? And I know that it says recommended stories. I know that. And I know that it says Express in really big letters out there. And I know that you're on the Daily Express website and you know all those things. But it doesn't mean that the Daily Express are recommending these stories. In fact, you go to the foot of the page, in the small print, it's very clear that these are being recommended by a company called Outbrain, OK? So Outbrain are actually the people recommending this story. I just want to make that properly clear. It's also worth looking at the actual wording on the advert, isn't it? Because, look, you're looking at that advert for that, and you're seeing that picture and that sentence, all of Hollywood mourns the loss of this legend, and there's nothing actually telling you that the word this relates to the picture, is there? That's your brain putting the picture and the words together. They're not, they're just on the same page, isn't it? I'm making this sound quite complicated. I'll give you an example just to really sort of spell it out. Let's say I've put this blank page on my screen, right? OK? And I put at the bottom of it, opinion of Barry, right? Barry's just a guy I know from the pub, right? He's just asked me to put his opinion on there. Now, it's on my show. You check the TV listings, you'll see my name there. My name's in the title. But this is no longer my opinion. These are the rules. This is how it works with Outbrain. This is how it works with Barry, OK? Now, I'm going to put a random picture. I've literally programmed a computer to just pull up a random picture from its archive. And, oh, it's gone with the Daily Express. That's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence, OK? And now I'm going to put a sentence up, right? And the sentence I'm going to go for is all of Britain thinks this paper is a crock of shit. Now,
is that like I don't know, the Daily Express, is that like Britain's dirt sheets? It's kind of like our I don't even know the name, like tabloids over here. Is that what it kind of is? That's what it looks like from the style of it.
there is no reason, just because this is on my show with my name on the title, for anyone to think that that is what I think of that picture. That picture, that sentence are unconnected. That is the opinion of Barry, although it's not an opinion of Barry because that picture and that sentence are unconnected. Those are exactly the same rules. If you think that I am saying that about the Daily Express, then you must also think that the Daily Express were telling you that Tim Allen was dead. And I'm pretty sure the Daily Express will deny that they ever told you that Tim Allen was dead. And so the Daily Express must accept that I did not say that they are a crock of shit. I'm very glad that I've made that clear. What's weird is the clearer I make it, the worse it gets.
Yeah. Dave Gorman, the Gorman. Dave the Gorman. I like him. He seems very smart. It's very interesting stuff. And this is coming from his show that's called Modern Life Is Goodish, which I've seen links for this on YouTube. But now that I've done a couple Dave Gorman reactions, I'm getting inundated with requests to do the entire Modern Life Is Goodish series. But if I do get around to that, it's going to be quite some time. Sorry to say. But I'm reacting to a lot of shows. Not all of them are going up on YouTube. Most of them are on Patreon at the moment. But, yeah. But it seems like if that's the whole show, but him doing PowerPoint presentations and being funny and intelligent and informative and doing the people's work and finding out what these scams and clickbait things actually do, then bless him. More power to him, man. He's doing work that to inform us all about how crazy those things really are. But yeah, good stuff. I like him. I like him a lot. So thank you for letting me know who he is after I did a couple James Veitch reactions. But yeah, when I was doing James Veitch reactions, they were like, he's ripping off Dave Gorman. So I was like, well, I got to check Dave Gorman out. I like what I see. And he's got his own channel, so go over there and check it out for yourselves. Anyway, I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. Like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And I'll catch you again soon. Have a great day today, Boomerites.